Let's get oriented in the Sora environment. I'm at Sora.com and logged into my ChatGPT Plus account. In the Explore section, I have Recent, Featured, and Likes. Recent shows me some of the videos that have been recently created by other users. This section highlights fresh content that continuously updates in real time, and it can be really nice for spotting trends and looking at what others are creatively doing with the tool. As I hover over each, you can see that each video shows me who created it, and then there's remix, loop, and like buttons. For now, I'll just like a few of these, and we'll explore remix and loop a little later. I also want to show you that when I click on any video, it opens up in a lightbox, and I have a number of options. I can hover over this text field to take a look at the prompt that was used to generate the video, which can be really useful in learning what it takes to create each of these. There are also various editing options, remix and loop, which were available as overlays on the main screen, plus recut and blend, as well as edit prompt and view story. If I do make any edits to videos in the recent library, I won't be editing this video, I would be creating a new video. I'll very briefly explain what each of these does right now, but we'll cover them in detail in Chapter 3. Edit prompt will let you modify anything about the text prompt to create a new video. View story shows you your storyboard view, which is a visual representation of the prompts that make up the video. You can rearrange, delete, or refine the elements in the storyboard. Recut lets you choose a segment of the video and then extend it either forward or backwards in time. Remix lets you input a text prompt to transform the video in some way, either something about the content or style or something else. Blend lets you transition from one clip to another and blend them together where you can sort of combine elements from multiple clips in a hybrid way. And loop lets you create a seamless repeating segment from an existing video clip. All right, so some nice ways to edit the video clips. And when you do it on one of the videos in this library, you'll be starting with at least some degree of inspiration. You won't be starting from scratch. Again, we'll go over each of these editing tools later in the course. Now, the Featured tab shows me videos that have either been selected by Sora's team or through the algorithm for their quality and innovation. So this is a great section to help inspire and show what's possible. I'll like a few of these as well. And again, if I click on any of them, it opens up and I can view the prompt, access the editing tools, and so on. And then of course, the Like section shows me any of the videos that I've liked within Recent or Featured. One other tool in the Explore section is Search for Similar. This will search for videos with the same theme, style, or action. It can be a good way to quickly identify similar content. Now let's head down to Library. All videos shows me the videos that I created in Sora. If this is the first time you're using it, it will be blank. I've got a bunch, as you can see, and I do have a filter tool up here where I can set filters to just look at certain types of videos if I like. I can also change my layout for how I look at my videos, as well as the aspect ratio that I want them displayed at. And here's my activity queue for my video creation. I've got an upload section where I can upload my own video and still images. This is useful because Sora works not only with text prompts, but it can also use existing media as inspiration to create new videos. Favorites is where I can favorite my own videos as opposed to other people's videos, which is what the likes is up here. And archive is where my archive videos go. You can see that if I archive a video from my all videos, it goes in that folder. And here I can create folders if I want to further organize my videos. For now, I'll go back to all videos, which is where we'll spend most of our time. Down here at the bottom is the composer, which is where you'll input the text describing what you want your video to be. And below that are your settings. Here you can upload media to inspire your creation. This, of course, is limited only to content you own or have the necessary rights or consent for. You can also add a style preset, as well as change your aspect ratio, widescreen, vertical, or square. You can determine your resolution, as well as how long you want the clip to be, and how many variations you want to create. Remember, I'm working with ChatGPT Plus, so I only have access to 480p and 720p resolutions at 5 or 10 seconds respectively. All other options are grayed out. Notice the higher in resolution I go, the slower the processing. And then here it shows me the number of credits that I'll use at the current settings. As I increase or decrease my settings, the credits will update accordingly. For now, I'll input a prompt. Generate a video of two people walking down a modern office hallway. The environment should feature bright, even lighting with a sleek design emphasizing white and glass. The individuals should stand out with bold pops of color in their clothing. Use a smooth tracking shot with the camera moving backward as the two walk toward it. The mood should be professional, yet approachable. I'm going to leave my settings alone, which means I'll create 2 variations from this prompt. Let's go ahead and create my videos. All right, so here are the results. In general, I do like what it's created. There's just one thing it got wrong. I had asked for the people to be walking toward the camera as the camera moves backwards, and it gave me the opposite. The people are walking away from the camera as the camera moves forwards. So if I were serious about getting this right, I would need to reiterate the prompt to correct that. Now I can hover over any of the variations and they'll play back in real time. And you can also scrub over the videos forward and backward for finer control. Now I like this variation, so I'm going to click on it to bring it into the lightbox. To move through the variations, I can use my left and right arrow keys. I can also edit the videos using the editing tools we referenced earlier if I like. And then in the upper right, you can favorite a video, provide feedback on how the video turned out, access sharing options, your download button. You can perform some media management options like adding to folder or archiving. You can look at your activity queue or your account settings. Okay, now that we've been oriented within the Sora environment, let's delve into more detail as we create some more videos.